Chosen one. They took your picture to 12 different shamans, and all of them said this soul is protected by something ancient. There are people who just received the most terrifying confirmation of their lives. They spent months planning this operation, thousands of dollars, 12 shamans across 12 different continents, all because they needed to understand why you keep surviving things that should have destroyed you completely. You're about to learn why desperate people traveled the globe with your photograph, why they needed answers about the invisible force that stands guard over your life, why every curse they tried bounced back like stones thrown at a mountain. The first shaman was in Haiti, a practitioner who'd been reading souls for decades. They had seen everything the spirit world had to offer, spoken with entities that would terrify most people into madness, negotiated with forces that exist between dimensions. They lit their candles with the confidence of 6 decades of practice, arranged their tools with surgical precision, placed your photograph in the center of their altar, like they'd done thousands of times before. The moment they began the reading, every candle flame went out. Not from wind, from presence. Something massive had entered their sacred space, something that made the air itself feel heavy with ancient power. They tried to relight the candles. They wouldn't stay lit. The temperature dropped so fast they could see their breath forming clouds in the tropical heat. And then they heard it. Not words, not voices, but knowing. Pure information downloaded directly into their consciousness. Your guardian doesn't follow our rules because it existed before our rules were written. They ended the session immediately, pushed the money back across the table, told their client they couldn't help them understand what protects you, because what protects you operates beyond human comprehension. Some things are too vast to map, too ancient to catalog, too powerful to challenge, but they didn't stop there. The client had anticipated failure. They had 11 more shamans on standby, each more powerful than the last, each using different traditions, different approaches, different ways of piercing the veil between worlds. The second shaman was in the frozen wilderness of Siberia. They tried a different approach. Instead of reading your energy directly, they attempted to trace your bloodline through shamanic journey, map out your spiritual ancestry, find the exact moment when this protection began. Every time they approached your spiritual signature, they hit something like a wall, not exactly a wall, more like standing at the edge of an ocean that goes down forever. The shaman came out of the trance sweating despite the sub-zero temperature, shaking, speaking words that roughly translated to "this one belongs to the first darkness." The third attempt was deep in the Amazon rainforest. A master of plant medicine thought sacred plants might reveal what other methods couldn't. The moment your image appeared in the ayahuasca ceremony, every participant saw the same vision, a massive eye-opening in primordial darkness, older than time itself, and it was watching them with cosmic amusement. Half the ceremony participants fled, some vomiting from pure terror, others unable to speak for days. But the message was becoming clear. You weren't just protected by something ancient. You were connected to something that predates human understanding of protection itself. What they discovered in those first 3 readings changed the entire nature of their investigation. They weren't dealing with a human who had powerful spiritual protection. They were dealing with something else entirely, something wearing human form. The fourth shaman was in New Orleans, a practitioner who supposedly never met a spirit that couldn't be bargained with. They thought maybe they could negotiate with your guardian, offer it rum, gold, sacred objects, even other souls in exchange for information. Their altar caught fire, blue flames that burned cold to the touch. When the smoke cleared, there was a message burned into their wooden table. This one is already bought and paid for. The practitioner wasn't interested in deals because it already had everything it wanted, you, and whatever agreement was made for your protection, it was signed in cosmic ink before you were even born. By the 5th reading in Mongolia, the pattern was becoming undeniable. You and your guardian aren't separate entities. You're something ancient temporarily wearing human form. The connection isn't from this lifetime. It's woven into the fabric of your existence at a level that predates incarnation itself. That's when they realized what they were really dealing with. You're not surviving despite the pain life throws at you. You're evolving because of it. Every betrayal, every attack, every moment someone tried to break you was actually removing your limiters, like safety locks being taken off one by one. The 6th through 8th readings in Egypt, Ireland, and Japan revealed something that changed everything. Your protector doesn't exist in any pantheon, any mythology, any spiritual taxonomy that humans have created. It's older than the stories we tell. from before we had words to name our fears or concepts to explain our protection. But here's what really terrified them. Your guardian doesn't act like other protective spirits. It doesn't warn, doesn't threaten, doesn't negotiate. It just watches with infinite patience and responds with cosmic precision. When someone crosses a line, they don't get sick or cursed, they just change. Their luck turns, their minds fray. They start seeing things that hunt in dimensions most people pretend don't exist. If you felt called by this message, hype this video so other chosen ones like you can be reached. The 9th shaman in Australia was wise enough to ask a simple question. Why? The answer came in a dream that left them speechless for days. This soul has work to finish that started before the continents separated. That's when the true scope of what they were dealing with became clear. You're not some random person who got lucky with a powerful guardian. You're a sleeping force, a dormant power, a sealed potential that's slowly remembering itself through each lifetime, each challenge, each moment of choosing to continue despite everything. The 10th reading in India tried to access your soul's history through the Akashic records. Your files are sealed, not just private, actively guarded by forces that make cosmic librarians step aside. The only thing visible was a symbol that doesn't exist in any earthly language, pulsing with a warning. This file requires clearance beyond human authorization. Think about that. Your soul has classified information. You're walking around with cosmic top-secret clearance, carrying mysteries that span universes, and your human mind is only now beginning to remember why. The 11th shaman in Russia offered themselves to your guardian in exchange for information. The temperature dropped significantly instantly. Ice formed on the walls in patterns that looked like star maps. The message was simple and terrifying. We have all the servants we need. We're waiting for the general to wake up. That's you, the general, the one who's been sleeping in human form, playing human games, feeling human pain, not remembering that you're here on assignment from forces that operate beyond time itself. The 12th and final reading in Mexico revealed the ultimate truth. Your guardian doesn't punish those who harm you, it marks them, and once marked, they become visible to things that collect on debts written in languages older than mathematics. You're not being protected by something ancient, you are something ancient. The thing they thought was your guardian. That's your own power, temporarily separated from your conscious awareness to allow you to experience human limitation without accidentally destroying reality. Every moment you felt different, every time you knew things you shouldn't know, every instance where you felt too old for your body, that was the real you trying to remember, your cosmic nature bleeding through the amnesia of human birth. Those 12 shamans discovered that you're one of 12 ancient beings scattered across the planet, all wearing human form, all
kill our unity right now because they fear it. They've never seen this type of unity since the 60s, and they've never seen this type of warrior spirit with the unity since they killed our ancestors when they landed. This is warrior energy that's on the planet right now. This is Kundalini energy. We are ancient souls. This is ancient energies, man. We finna fuck this bitch up. We not finna play. And the animals is with us on this. They have suffered. The plants, I keep telling y'all, the minerals, the elements, everybody is tired of these oppressors. So once again, man, these are ancient energies. Ancient warrior energies, man. Powerful. A lot of you are some of the most powerful souls to ever be created, and you don't even know it. You finna remember, though. Why do you think I tell y'all remember?